Welcome everyone to my latest action figure review for the Bandai Tomoshinition's SH Figuarts line, as I have the One Piece Monkey D. Luffy Gum Gum option parts set, which of course is those extended arms, the upgrade for the Luffy figure. So Gum Gum Pistol, Gum Gum Gatling, whatever you want to name it, it is going to be available for the Luffy figures, so not just for Romance Dawn, but also for the Raid on Onigashima version. So this is something that I did want, of course, when I did the review for the Luffy figure, but probably for the better they have released it separately, because I think this is going to be a lot more accessories than probably initially if they were to add it with the figure. So looking in terms of the packaging and even the weight of it, it is almost as the same as if you were to pick up an action figure in terms of the weight and size. And the design, of course, is the usual with the logo stickers and a really cool shot of Luffy at the front with those extended arms. And here is a look on the side where we have the title. On the other side is a shot of the figure of Luffy. And here's a look at the bottom. At the top we have the straw cutout. And then on the back, of course, we have the overview of the whole accessories pack. And it does mention it is available for the Raid on Onigashima version as well, or at least some parts. So no instruction manual, but they do have it placed on the side of the box. So here is an overview of the accessories for the Gum Gum option part set, and it is separated into two parts. So let's first take a look at the first half of the accessories, which are the 7 arms plus the effects, as well as Luffy's straw hat. So for the arms to be connected, it will be placed into this kind of smoke effect. Very simple. You first place this plastic piece behind it, which I believe is to be connected with a stand, which will be in the second half of the accessories. So you just punch it in. And then I noticed there are these different holes where we're going to place the arms in. So very simple, I guess. Right arms on the right hand side and then the left arms on the left hand side. And here is the completed installation of the 7 arms placed into the effects. So we have 4 on the right hand side and then 3 on the left hand side. And this is kind of the set pose Luffy will be at if you're using these arms, because I noticed that they are not articulated, you can't bend them. They are kind of made like a statue piece. So just be very careful, don't try and bend any of them because they will break. So they are kind of set in the right places. You can't actually mix and match the different lengths onto different size. I think you do have to place them into specific ones. So we will place this with the stand as well as Luffy later on, but let's take a look at the next accessory. So for the next accessory in the first half, we have the straw hat. So it is built very similar to the original Luffy one, except that the paint colors are different. And of course, this time we have the band. So this is the bonus I really wanted in the original figure. So now we have it, and it's very simple. You just take the head sculpt out and then you just place it over the neck. And then we can replace it with the head sculpt. And then you now have Luffy with the connected hat behind him. And yeah, this is a really cool accessory to have, and maybe it will even fit on the Nami figure. And next up we can take a look at the second half of the accessories. So they've included 3 pieces for the stand, and then we also have an extra Luffy face sculpt. And then they've included 2 long arms and 2 long legs, which will be connected to the actual Luffy figure itself. And this time they are bendable, so there is articulation on them for all kinds of flexibility and poses. So let's try these out now. So now let's take a look at the extended arms and legs on the actual Luffy figure. So it's very simple. You do have to punch out the arms, but leaving the actual pegs inside. So you have to do that on both sides. And then we just connect the arms in, which seems quite simple. And then for the legs, you have to punch the whole thing out, and then we get the connection in. So I assume that because these are so simple to take out, they kind of had these planned already in advance. So now we have a much taller Luffy, and this is when the stand, of course, comes into play. So here we have the plastic stand with the connection, the grappler, for you to hold Luffy in some sort of dynamic jumping pose if you want. And yeah, just got to be careful with the legs, get the connection in, and then you can do all kinds of movements with this. So I am really liking this. Obviously just on this video I'm just doing it very simple, but just take your time and I'm sure you can get some really cool poses with this. And then for the stand, of course, that's not the only function. It is for the full 7 arms. So here is the 7 arms placed onto the stand, and this is a really cool look. So I'm just gonna have to get Luffy back to the shorter legs. Once you have Luffy inside the stand, yeah, this is your money's worth. You don't actually notice it when you purchase this figure. It's only when you actually have this on display in the right pose, of course. Yeah, this is a must for every Luffy and One Piece fan. This looks amazing, and obviously I'm not posing it really well, but just based on like kind of first impressions, when you have everything connected together, it's gonna look really dynamic. So yeah, extra points in terms of having all the arms together. And here is one final look at the last accessory, which is the alternative face sculpt, and it's nice as a bonus to have as many expressions for the Luffy figure. So now for my final thoughts on the SE Figuarts Monkey to Luffy Gum Gum option part set. You don't need me to tell you, this is a must in the collection. This is Luffy's trademark look for his fight poses, and it really takes the original figure to another level. It really is eye-catching now that you have all these extended arms, the extended legs, and the ability, of course, for those different fight poses. In my opinion, this is definitely worth it, especially for the price, even combined with the Luffy figure itself. And this is everything I wanted in the original review I did. Of course, not only the long arms, but also the straw hat on its own. So of course, if I take these accessories out, it probably feels like Goku without the ability to pose Kamehameha, or Spider-Man without the ability to shoot his webs. So I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. This is a must in the collection, and of course you won't be disappointed when you see this in person. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to also check out my reviews of not only Luffy, but Nami and Zoro as well. Thanks for watching.